Hello and welcome to Orlando International Airport's Intermodal Terminal. Today we'll be taking a tour of Brightline's Orlando Station. The Intermodal Terminal at Orlando International Airport is located on the south side of the airport complex, adjacent to the newly built Terminal C, which opened in 2022. The 500,000 square foot facility, now referred to as the train station by all MCO signage, was built back in 2017 following designs put in place for the Florida High-Speed Rail Plan. The terminal is divided into three main sections: the Airport Connections, Main Corridor, and Brightline Station. Getting to and from the station is relatively easy. Connecting passengers from Terminals A and B can use the Airport People Mover, which takes them from the main complex to the lower level of the station. For Terminal C passengers, it's a quick walk across the garage to the Intermodal Center. The walk may be a bit unpleasant as it's outside through the parking garage, but an air-conditioned walkway is currently under construction that will connect the airport terminal to the main corridor of the station. It's interesting to take a look back to when the Brightline portion had yet to be completed. Back when we first visited in January of 2022, the box where the station would go was entirely empty, with the wall between the main corridor and the station itself. Now the station is full of life and purpose, with plenty of yellow seeping out into the surrounding space. The main corridor is the largest portion of the station complex. The corridor spans the entire width of the complex, providing a seamless transition from air to rail or vice versa. Brightline has since taken over the screens at the top of the escalators from the APM, displaying coming departures and arrivals. In the center of everything is what we're really here for: the newly opened Brightline Orlando Station. The station makes its presence known through its incredibly bright threshold protruding from the wall in the center of the atrium. Inside the entrance, passengers will find 4 ticket machines on the right-hand side, where day of tickets can be purchased. Additionally, tickets can be purchased online or via the Brightline app. Tickets cannot be purchased on board, as they are required to enter the station to begin with, so if you somehow end up on a train without a ticket, well, how do you manage that? On the left are 3 customer service and luggage check-in desks. Here, bags are dropped off for departing passengers and picked up for those arriving. In between the foyer and the station's waiting area are a line of ticket barriers, 4 entry and 4 exit, and the security checkpoint. As mentioned, passengers can only access the station with a valid ticket, which is scanned here. The security checkpoint consists of an X-ray machine and metal detectors. Brightline requires that bags pass through the X-ray machine while passengers empty their pockets and walk through the metal detectors. The security screening is performed by Brightline's own security team and is not affiliated with the TSA. Upon entry, passengers are met by Market, Brightline's grab-and-go convenience store. For sale are any number of travel essentials one may have forgotten to pack, plus snacks, drinks, and plenty of souvenirs. Checkout is a little different at this market, with self-service kiosks instead of the automatic card charging of the markets down south. At the rear of the station is the Mary Mary Bar, Brightline's own line of bars. A Mary Mary Bar can be found at each of Brightline's 6 stations and serves a selection of alcoholic beverages and light snacks. The name Mary Mary comes from the 2 wives of Florida East Coast Railway founder Henry Flagler. Brightline's corporate heritage can be traced back to Flagler, and this is their homage to him and, if you will, a toast to the Florida East Coast Railway. For passengers not wanting to sit at the bar, Brightline provides a number of benches and tables for passengers to sit and relax while enjoying a beverage ahead of departure. Of course, Brightline also provides 2 proper lounges for smart and premium class passengers. The Smart Lounge is located on the western side of the station. The Smart Lounge is quite large. There are plenty of comfortable seating options, a few tables for working passengers, outlets everywhere for easy charging access, and screens with train updates on the walls. There's also the classic area code hashtag here, hashtag 407, like the hashtag 305 one seen down in Miami. The Brightline Kids Play Space is also found in the Smart Lounge. Meet at Brightline is Brightline's public conference room and is also found on the western side of the station. The conference room includes a large table with seating for 12 people, 2 screens, and a large whiteboard. There's also a small drinks fridge in the corner if you get thirsty. On the opposite side of the station from the Smart Lounge and conference room is Orlando's Premium Lounge. The Premium Lounge is separated via another set of ticket barriers, which require premium passengers to present their tickets upon entry. The Premium Lounge features higher quality and a greater variety of seating options. Outlets are still plentiful, which is perfect for keeping your devices topped up. There are still places to get some work done, as at the front and rear of the lounge are table seats for working passengers to set up shop if need be. The best amenity for premium class passengers are of course the complimentary snack and drink options. Brightline offers coffee, tea, sodas, and other non-alcoholic beverages to premium passengers. For those over 21, alcoholic selections are available through the tended self-service bar. The bar uses facial recognition paired with a passenger's ID to ensure that everyone is of the legal age. On offer are a selection of beer, wine, and cocktails, plus water and ice. The food options are fantastic. Out for the taking at the moment is the lunch selection, which includes cheese and crackers, pita and hummus, fresh veggies, a couple of cold salads, and cookies. The food selection changes throughout the day, with the breakfast selection offering a variety of pastries, breads, cereals, yogurt, and breakfast sandwiches. The rear of the station is almost entirely windows, providing a great view down to the tracks below. Brightline's Orlando Station has 3 tracks, served by a side and island platform. The center 2 are the only ones currently in service, with track 3 reserved for expanded Brightline operations or for Orlando's Sunrail commuter service when they expand service to the airport. Platform access is very easy, with 2 sets of escalators at the front and rear of the station. Departure boards are also found above each set of escalators to inform passengers of when boarding begins. For passengers with disabilities, elevators are found at the center of the station. The platforms in Orlando are massive, and it's not just length, it's width as well. From end to end, each platform is 1,000 feet long, which would allow Brightline to run 10-car trains with room for a locomotive at each end. Brightline wholly intends to run trains of this length, though we'll have to wait until their coming order of train sets to be delivered. The one thing that really stood out, at least to me, was just how wide the platforms are. Both platforms are about 35 feet wide. For Platform 1, the width makes sense, as it will have another track in the future and thus more passengers, but does Track 2 really need to be just as wide? Sure, there's railway safety, but this feels a little bit excessive. Though, who knows, with the 10-car trains on the horizon, there could be almost 700 people down here at once, at which time the platforms won't feel so wide after all. Heading back up the escalators, we can re-enter the station, where we'll bring today's tour to a close. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Brightline Orlando. I know it was relatively short, but I wanted to make a better video on the station, given how short our time in Orlando was ahead of departure. Anyways, if you're new around here, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. It's totally free and it really helps support the channel. If you want to go the extra mile with your support, then feel free to check out the channel's Patreon or become a channel member. If you too want your name in the video, access to exclusive weekly posts, and even the opportunity to vote on future videos, then click the links in the top right or in the description below to learn more. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll see you in the next one.